Welcome to day 17 of our 21-day public speaking challenge. How are you guys? Are you excited to end up this challenge? Do you want more? What's the deal? I want to know how you've been in this challenge. If there was any help that stood out in this challenge, just let me know in the comments. Anyway, today we are diving in the art of rehearsal to become familiar with your script. Knowing how to practice and with whom will help you practice your key points, boost your confidence, and add a touch of natural flair to your delivery. Let's explore the steps to rehearsal your public speaking skills. Okay, when do we rehearsal or when do we become familiar? When do we start our preparation? And that's our first point. So prep your class in advance. This is gold, guys. You have to prepare your class at least a week before. This buffer allows you to rehearsal and fine-tune your sequence, ensuring a seamless flow. How? How do you rehearsal? Well, you probably know, but let's go step by steps. Rehearsal multiple times to own your own yoga sequence. Before guiding others, own the sequence yourself, by yourself. Practice the sequence and take notes. Feel the flow and make any necessary tweaks. For example, you want to observe and briefly describe one adjustment or correction in any asanas, or you want to observe and describe a prop usage or a benefit or a contraindication and caution, techniques and cues, and common misalignment. So you want to have all those points very clear for each asana you are delivering to your students. By rehearsing your yoga class multiple times, you become familiar with the content from inside and out. When you know your script by heart, you avoid awkwardness like and all that. So we don't want to look not confident. We want to master, we want to be very familiar with our script, so there are no blanks moment. And even though you have blank moments, you have so much to share, you have so much contraindication, benefit, modification, techniques in your mind that whenever you blank with the contraindication, benefits can pop in. And so that's when rehearsing makes you familiar. So rehearsing makes you more confident. The more you understand, the more confident you will lead, and this allows you to for seamless improvisation. Don't give up. This is your mind. Be careful, guys. Don't give up after one attempt. Practice until you satisfy with your performance, with your class, with your guidance, whatever it is. Practice small sections. Divide your 60 minutes yoga class, 75, 90 minutes, into portions of 20 minutes, let's say, or divide your full class into warm up, middle one, middle two, and cool down, and practice those small segments, those small sections. These methods allow to master each segment with attention to detail. After recording a segment or after practicing a segment, take a break and listen to that again. Adjust any elements that don't feel right, ensuring a refined delivery. And perhaps if you're not happy with it, just practice until you're satisfied, as we already mentioned. Familiarize yourself with keywords. Get familiar with the keywords. So, because as we said yesterday, you don't want to read the entire script word by word. So, don't be afraid to let your natural flair shine through your rehearsal by having your GPS. Your keywords is your GPS, is the one that keeps you on track when you go blank. However, you need to understand that even though you have your keywords, even though you rehearsal your structure, you offer a class, you offer a modification, you offer a variation based on what you see, based on what your students needs, desire, and whatever problem they have in their body. Flexibility is key to that authentic touch. Feel free to shuffle those keywords around and keep practicing to keep things sounding fresh and genuine. That's what we want. Record yourself reading your script word by word. This is something that really helped me when I want to memorize something. I don't read one, I don't read twice. I just read in between 5 to 10 times, and I rehearse reading the script simply until it becomes your second nature. Pay attention to the skills you have acquired as a public speaker that we already mentioned in previous weeks, which is voice projection, speed, volume, pitch keywords, tone of voice, body language, rhythm, language, all of that. Try to practice while you're reading your script. So there are no other things to focus here. All you have to do is reading your script and finding and fine tune those elements, your voice projection, your speech, your volume, and all that. So we want to concentrate while you're reading your script on those points. Use a tool that allows you to pause, to go backward for precise adjustment when you record your voice, to ensure that you have full control over the recording process. And then you want to listen to that recording everywhere and anywhere. Pop on the audio when you're cruising on a car or strolling through the neighborhood, walking. Let those nuggets of wisdom accompany you wherever you go. Your recorded audio is not just for your ears, it's a perfect guide for your yoga sessions as well in your coming day. Maybe, as we said, like a week before your actual class. Let it flow with your poses, adding a sprinkle of wisdom to your practice, and just keep going, keep listening. Because as you listen, you might have noticed, even though it sounded perfect at first, when you keep listening, you know what to adjust in your class when you guide your student. As you engage in those activities, aim for fresh insight each time. Let every session be a stepping stone to a new understanding. It's like unwrapping a surprise gift with each listen and practice. Where do we do that? Well, rehearse in a quiet space and alone. When preparing for your yoga class or public speaking event or any type of presentation, it's crucial to rehearsal in a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Ideally, choose a location behind closed doors to ensure privacy and minimizing distractions. This quiet environment allow you to focus entirely on your practice without the risk of interruption. So that's why I also say, like, you should find a quiet space, but also find a moment where you know you are alone. Rehearsing alone provides the freedom to make mistakes without the pressure of an audience. You can experiment with different approaches, try out new ideas, and see what works best without feeling self conscious. This trial and error process is essential for your improvement. You need to go through this process. Practicing alone allows you to repeat sections that need improvement multiple times, that need refinement multiple times. You can fine tune your delivery, adjust your tone, and ensures your timing is perfect. Each repetition helps you build muscle memory, helps you build confidence, making your performance smoother. Rehearsing alone also helps to build confidence in your material and in your delivery. The more familiar you are with your content, the more natural and confident you will appear when performing in front of others. This confidence will translate to a more engaging and impactful presentation. Moving on to tools. A tool that I like to do, I like to have when I rehearse, is a full mirror, a full length mirror, or practice with the camera on so I can rewatch it. A highly effective method is actually to assess your teaching performance by recording your class with the lateral view camera angle. Reviewing the footage allow you to observe how how you are teaching skills have evolved, and identify areas for improvement, but also areas where you have a lot of strength. Because when you keep practicing without going back into seeing what has been done, you never know what's your strengths and what are your weaknesses to improve upon. Without the presence of others, you can focus on self assessment. This is so important. Record yourself, use a mirror to observe your body language, facial expressions, or gesture. Then observe yourself and adjust any habits or mannerisms that needs to be adjusted. With who you might rehearsal? Well, practice with a friend first. Practicing with a friend introduces a social and dynamic element to your preparation. Offering an external perspective is crucial for your growth as a yoga teacher. This step is pivotal to refining your public speaking skills and gaining valuable insight, and it is an excellent idea to get valuable feedback. Your friend can play a crucial role in providing constructive criticism and pointing out any mannerism that might need adjustment. Your friend insights will contribute significant to your journey towards becoming a confident and impactful speaker. So you want to ask your friends to observe and provide you feedback on various aspects of your delivery on your yoga teaching. For example, you could ask about body language, gesture, tone of voice, and overall presentation style, so she can help you find the right balance for a natural and engaging delivery. You also want to ask your friend to share their honest thoughts and specificity, in feedback in the areas that need improvement, and refine your public speaking skill together with their feedback. So that's a good way of interacting with a friend as well. Practicing in small group. After a couple of rounds with your friends, it's time to gradually expose yourself to more yoga classes and public speaking opportunities. Consider starting with small groups or less formal settings to build confidence over time. All right, we are at the end of the class, conclusion of the class. As you follow along those points, remember that confidence is a dance and not a sprint. It takes time to gain familiarity, confidence, and authenticity. It's all a matter of practice. It's all a matter of showing up every day and do the same thing every day. That's when you master things. That's when you become the best version of yourself. Embrace the process, refine your delivery, and get ready to shine in front of a real audience. Are you ready? Stay dramatically different. Ciao for now.